Hi, ever since man started using airplanes, efforts have been made to use them as weapons. But then the next attempt was to make planes that could cut the eyes of a radar. But this was possible with the advent of stealth planes. Today's video tells us about what stealth is and how it is possible. Before that, friends, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please consider subscribing. Any aircraft violating enemy's airspace will have its first contact with an early warning radar. The first thing they do is to continuously emit electromagnetic pulses. The radar's next task is to analyze these incident waves. Each object has its own radar profile. Based on this number known as RCS, it is easy to visualize what is recorded on the radar. For example, if the area of a Boeing plane is 100 square meters, that of Bay is only 0.02 square meter. The main way to blind radar is to reduce the size. This is only possible by reducing the power of the radio pulses reflected to the radars. But since the size of a plane cannot be reduced beyond a certain limit, it is only possible to cut the eyes of a radar by using other means. One of them is to absorb the radar pulses. This can be done by making the plane using special material and using special colors. The second option is scatter the radar signal in many directions. But to be able to do that, special type of design should be used. Also, the weapon should be kept in a special compartment. Although the secret was known to many countries since the Second World War, none of the attempts to build such an aircraft were successful. The first stealth aircraft was the F-11 introduced by the United States in the 80s. This aircraft had a design that could scatter radar signals. Developed on a low-power computer in the 80s, this aircraft had many limitations. Due to design limitations, they did not even have a radar system to achieve supersonic speeds. But with the advent of supercomputers, countries were able to compensate for this type of aircraft deficiency. The famous B-2 stealth bomber was the first such aircraft. The radar cross-section of this aircraft is smaller than that of a B-2. So it will be very difficult for enemy radar to detect this aircraft. We must remember that the cross-section of Rafale aircraft is 1 square meter. However, stealth technology is still a big blockade to the countries to develop it. The United States is the only country in the world today that manufactures combat-ready 5th generation aircraft. The famous F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning have already proven their excellence. But apart from the United States, only Russia and China are believed to have stealth technology. They claim that China's J-22 and the FC-31 under construction are stealth aircraft. Russia's Su-57, which is the final stage of development, is also believed to have stealth features. Many countries, including India, are trying to develop stealth aircraft. India's MCA is a good example of this, but it is expected to become operational only towards the end of next decade. We know well from history what role towards role in tracking down enemy's aircraft. Stealth aircraft pose a challenge to this security. India must find an answer as soon as possible to ensure the balance of weapons in our region.